Hello, welcome back. Webcam Woes, Season 2. Okay, it's been a minute since I've been going. Let me center myself in. Don't know if the camera behind me doing it's all shit, but that's okay. Today's episode is just going to be on streaming services. You know them, I know them, I use them, you use them, everybody uses them. They changed the game. There's no way to say it other than just there's no way to go back to rental stores and recording your shit on the TV and trying to wait for it to come on every Friday at 5 o'clock. No, we're not doing that. And even though that's good, there's some bad things that came along with it. For this video, I'm gonna go with pros first, then cons. So some of the main pros is essentially you get free choice. Free in a sense of you go on the service, the one that you pay for, whatever that is, and you just pick, okay? There's no, I gotta go figure out my schedule, I gotta go and pick one episode a week. It's all up to you. And speaking of it's all up to you, you have literally, I'm not gonna say thousands, but you have like at least 20-25 options, and they keep growing. There's Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Crackle, Crunchyroll, Retro Crush. Paramount's got one coming out. I don't know, Cartoon Network might have one. The point is, there are so many to choose from that you really have, well, the sky as your limit. I'm gonna combine two things in one here. So when you have all these options, there's gonna be the chance for somebody to just go and cash out. However, a lot of these streaming services really aren't that expensive. Most of them are maybe $7 a month, $10 a month. Some of them might be a little young, $20 a month, okay? Those are a little premium. They might give you a couple extra bells and whistles, though at the end of the day, it's still cheaper to do streaming services over cable, because cable you gotta pay for, I don't know, $100, $200 a month, and you might not even be able to watch all the channels. You might not even click on them. Streaming services, it's all you. It's right there. And speaking of that, you can binge shows. Well, you can't binge shows on a normal TV. Like, you can't go on cable and be like, ooh, I'm just gonna go binge on a random Friday night like you could on Netflix. It's so much easier. Low key, I think streaming services as a whole is what started the binge culture to begin with. So those were some of the let me just adjust that right quick. Okay, so those were the pros. Now we got to go on to the cons. The first one is there's way too much choice. Now that's low-key both a pro and a con, because I know that I said there's at least 20 different services, though let's be honest here, you're not going to have all 20 of them services, and even if you do, you're not going to watch every single show, you're not going to be interested, and sometimes all that choice just leads to what I like to call the streaming surf, which is where you just go on, let's say Netflix, and you're just scrolling trying to find something to watch. 20 minutes go by, all those options, and you're not picking a one of them. That's a problem. It was kind of like a throwaway sort of thing, but you sometimes feel like you're not, like if you only watch one or two shows every like month or so, it's $14 a month. Kind of seems like you're just kind of throwing money at an empty pit. Like you can just kind of throw your money in the trash for as much as you use these services, and you'd probably be getting more use out of it. That's more of a person-to-person thing, so that's kind of like a freebie. However, speaking of a membership or what you use in it, sometimes a service will have premium benefits locked behind a certain level of membership. So for example, normal Hulu, no ads. You can get, I think that I'm gonna just call it Hulu Plus. Could be something different, but Hulu Plus will give you no ads or access to specific shows. You could think of YouTube in a way. There's YouTube and there's YouTube Premium. I personally like YouTube Premium because the benefits that they give me, I can't go without them no more. That background watching, that no ad life, that shit is godlike. So not getting rid of that. However, for some people, you might not care, or you might feel like it all should be included, which there's an argument for both sides. All right, these last two are the biggest ones that like actually kind of fuck with me heavy in terms of shit that's bad. But the first one is everybody's got a service, which if everybody has a service, that means you're going to have to split your focus on which services you want. And the bigger issue is not every show can be on every service. Let's just take Marvel and DC. Obviously, Disney owns Marvel. I don't remember who owns Warner Brothers, but the point is, Marvel and DC were all on Netflix at one point. Cool. And then Disney bought Marvel, so then Marvel was just off of Netflix, but they were kind of like nowhere. They launched Disney Plus. All the Marvel shit is back except for the stuff that's owned by Sony and Fox. Disney buys Fox, magically all the shit they owned, is back on Disney Plus now. Wonder why. DC, it was on Netflix, took it off, whatever. They went to DC Universe, they made their own service, and then guess what? HBO Max acquired them, or some deal I forgot of, but then it became a whole part of HBO Max. So, and then there's just some shows and movies that just can't be brought back due to various licenses and agreements and who owns what and all that other shit I'm not gonna get into, though not every show can come back, and that's a problem. What I've noticed just in my time of experience in both non-streaming and streaming is that the concept of waiting for a show every week, that's gone. As I was saying earlier, there's no point. If you want to watch all the Shaman King, the new one that came out on Netflix, or Kangen or Baki or whatever show it is, they release either the whole season or the whole show at once, so you don't even have to think about it. You don't have to go, oh, every week, okay, what happens now? Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. That shit's crazy. All that suspense is gone. I just watched the whole thing and boom, that's it. I got it all in there, but I didn't even feel anything. And I'm gonna go into that a little bit more in the binging Webcam Woes, so stay tuned for that. All right, that's it. It's been a while since I got back into, I had to get my muscles a little loose, I had to get my hands in the right spot. I don't know if everything was hitting like I needed it to, though I have confidence since you made it this far, I did a little something, okay? Expect these to come out a little bit more consistently on a certain schedule. I'm going to try to hold myself more accountable to that. So if you have a topic that you want to see, put in the comments section, hit a like button, subscribe one time. You're going to see a lot of different content on here. Trust me when I tell you. So thank you again for making it to this video, because you don't have to, but you choose to, and I fucks with that the long way. And I will catch you on the next video. You think I would have came up with an outro by now? I haven't. It's on the way.